Salvas en la Bocana del Puerto, painted by a Spanish-born artist Bertuchi Mariano, Granada, 1884, Tetuan, 1955. Oil of canvas, 172 cm high by 122 cm wide. No painted date available. It is a rectangular painting, as high as an average man. It shows the view of a seascape. It's a realistic painting. Bertucci reflects the reality of what he sees. He captures a seascape scene located in a Moroccan port where a series of soldiers are working. Bertucci, during the years, adopted a luminous technique, with particular attention to light effects. His style was perfected with a quick and pasty brushstroke, reaching in maturity the strong contrast between light and shadow, which made him classify his style as impressionist. In his works, Bertucci always plays with mystery. His freedom towards his creativity is expressed through scenes full of mystery, where cryptic characters fill with mystery the paintings that capture moments of their lives. Through this audio description, we will try to find out together how the artist developed the concept in Salvas en la Bocana del Puerto. The painting is divided into three main sections. The bottom two-thirds of the scene are filled with a wide and abandoned lawn covered with weeds. In the foreground, some succulent plants invade a partially visible raised path. The second section, in the middle upper left side, in the background, depicts some soldiers on the hill watching the sea. On the top right, there is a bastion with 4 lookout soldiers. At the base of the bastion, there are other 7-8 soldiers. We cannot really see the cannons, but we can guess that they are behind the soldiers, hidden by the bastion, in the middle upper part of the painting. On the left of the bastion, there are 3 soldiers walking briskly in the direction of the cannons. The third and last section, in the upper left corner, represents a city overlooking the sea. Although nature dominates most of the painting, our attention turns to the soldiers. This group of soldiers, in a Moroccan port, is firing in the air a consecutive series of cannon shots, without a bullet fired, as a sign of honors or salutes. That's where the name of the painting comes from. During this celebration, the soldiers make a sign of greeting, shooting with firearms. The explosion of these shots causes a big cloud of smoke that is positioned in the center, in the highest part of the canvas. The big cloud of smoke, which seems to have the consistency of cotton candy, is in reality the effect of the greeting shooting just above the sea. At the bottom edge of the painting, there is a glimpse of a pathway. We cannot really see the beginning and the ending, but we can guess that it's the painter's perspective, as the painter wanted to invite us to become participating observers of what is happening. This perspective states our point of view on the top of the hill. From this point of view, we have a high lookout of the cannon shots. The distance between us and the soldier is probably less than 1 kilometer, and the sea is about 2 kilometers away. From our perspective, the soldiers in the distance are 2-3 centimeters taller. They are so distant and out of focus that the only clear thing is the uniform. All of them are wearing double blue uniforms with a red line on the side of their pants, a net with the same patterns and a white belt. The soldiers, dealing with ammunition and shooting, appear busy and some of them are running. They are focused on the Salvas greeting. On the other hand, the soldiers at the upper right side of the bastion look relaxed, Some of them load their body weight only on one leg in a position of total relaxation. All the soldiers give us their backs, reinforcing their anonymity. Maybe the painter wants to give the message that when you join the military, there is nothing that sets you apart from others. You are just a little toy soldiers in the hands of politicians and commanders. Distantly, on the upper left side of the painting, we can see the port of the city. We can also distinguish large and small ships tinkering. The city is drawn with roughly brushstrokes. The outlines of the houses are not defined, and only a yellowish color tone is used. The sky is a grayish blue. Probably a storm is coming, or maybe it's just the effect of the fog. The average state of the painting is pretty good, but at the bottom edge there are several damages. Many vertical and diagonal scratches fill almost the entire area of the succulent plants in the foreground. The painter faithfully represents reality while maintaining the landscape and its vegetation, transmitting us the way he saw the world. He has an intimate gaze at the natural environment. He captures an intimate moments of the soldier's work. Bertucci was greatly attracted to Morocco for its mixture of cultures, smells, and colors, its distance and life. His paintings denote the need to paint what he sees. His respectful vision of Morocco featured a country steeped in a traditional vision by incorporating symbols of modernity. He shows the Orientalist style through landscape of the country and the daily life of its inhabitants. In this way, Bertucci succeeded in changing Spain's view of Morocco, banishing negative atavistic prejudices and providing a splendidly realistic and beautiful sequence of everyday life during the Protectorate. The political situation favors his relationship with Morocco. After many contacts with Africa, he establishes his permanent residence in that country. His death surprises him in Tetuan in 1955.